Hi all, Elsa here with just a few designs, and today I want to show you this. I don't know about you, but I have been overrun by receipts, and I do that every year, and this is what I use, and I keep this in my car, and I put my receipts in here. I took them all out just to show you. This I made last year, and these are just papers that I had. I bought this big bag at a yard sale, and it had all these papers, and that's what I used. But it's made out of envelopes, and I keep receipts in here, and then right here on this side that does not have a pocket, I keep a clip, these little tiny cute binder clips. I'm not sure what they're called, and here is where I will attach a receipt that I think I might return, or if it's a gift I bought for somebody so I don't have to search to them. I clip them here and they're readily available. And I have all these pockets, and usually this comes in really handy at Christmas because I'll put the receipt for whoever gifts I bought. I have one made that has my girls' names, my grandkids, and when I buy something, that's where the receipts go. So if I need to return it, or I want to remember how much I spent, or I have it in my little receipt folder. This one's made out of really big yellow manila envelopes, which I don't have anymore at the time, but then this one is made of just your regular envelopes that you buy like at the Dollar Tree, and it's, you know, the same concept. This one is so old that it done tore down the middle. On this one I use packing tape, you know, the clear tape that would you use to wrap things that you're gonna mail, and I did all the outsides just to reinforce it and make sure it lasts. And then at the end of the year it gets pretty raggedy, I'll be honest, I just throw it away and make me another one. And but this one's a lot smaller, and it's pretty to look at, and it's something that you can use, and you can make it as big as you want or as small as you want. You can make you can cut this one actually in half and put it in your purse. I have enough crap in my purse, let me tell you, that I don't want to add anything to it, but these fits really good on the side, you know, on the side of my seat in the car. Now my car has this console in the center where I can actually put things in, and this one fits in there really well. This one's still too big, but this one does. So I thought it's really simple, really simple to make. I went to Tuesday mornings and got these envelopes. Okay, these are, there's 25 to the pack. It was only $1.99, and these measure like 4 inches by 9.5. Okay, it says 4.125, but I'm just gonna round it off to 4 inches by 9.5, like this. They have a bigger flap than the ones that I've used, but I don't think that'll be a problem at all. They'll last you a year, probably longer if you take really care of your stuff. Okay, so what I'm going to do, since that's the measurements, I am going to cut, to decorate them, the panels 1/4 of an inch smaller so that I can have a frame around them. On this one, I took a black Sharpie and did the whole outside in black, so you can't even tell that these were yellow manila folders because everything's done in black. You can do this too if you choose not to have the craft paper border, but I think I'm going to do that. So I'm using 12 by 12, and I'm using this stack here. This is die cuts with a view, and this is the Primrose collection. Really pretty, has a lot of butterflies, a lot of flowers that I like. So I took all the sheets that had some kind of pretty on the side or in the center, because that's what I want to do for this. So I cut these at 3 3/4 by 9 1/4, just like that, and these will fit right here. And see, and I cut the pretty part of it. And this measurement for this size envelope, okay, a 4 by 9.5, will fit in perfectly right there, and it'll give you that little border all the way around. I don't like to take the paper all the way to the end because then it always wants to lift and pull. So, but anyway, that's the measurement for this, and that measurement fits well on the outside as well as the inside right here. It gives you it gives you a little border on the outside, not so much on the end over here. So for the insides, I may have to cut just a little bit more just to bring it in to where my pocket starts right there. Okay, so like this one, I'm gonna cut in the middle so I can get this, and this one's just really pretty. I'm gonna use the side. This one I'm gonna cut it over here on this side so I can get that bird in it, and that one anywhere, and that one anywhere. And then I'm gonna do some of these cuts just to embellish, but it's really simple. So I'm gonna cut these and have them ready to decorate. And then also I'm gonna cut about a 2-inch piece or 1-inch piece right here so that you don't see this part, so that when you open it, the inside is also lined like that one, like those. Okay, and they don't go all the way down. I think this one just goes from the edge right here to about right here. So I'm gonna go cut all my pieces, and then I'll show you how to put it together. Really simple. Be right back. Okay, so I'm gonna use 4 envelopes, okay, because that has proven to be what I need for the amount of receipts that I do for the year. And I went ahead and cut all my pieces, and of course these measurements are for this size envelope, and my envelope, like I said, is 4 by 9.5. So I cut everything a quarter smaller. So I cut 4 pieces at 3 3 by 9 1/4. Okay, and these are for the back sides, giving me a little border all the way around. Then I cut 4 pieces to go on the inside, and your envelopes may be made different also. So I measured from here to here, and I wanted to have a little border all around. So mine came to 3.5 by 9 1/4. Okay, so 4 of those. Then I cut 4 pieces at 1.5 inch by the 9 1/4, a little bit under 9 1/4, just a tad, so that when I adhered it to the inside like this is just enough so that the envelope looks like it's lined, so it would go in there comfortably and it wouldn't bulge. Or okay, so that's what we're gonna use that 1 inch for. And you just need to put a little glue at the top, because it doesn't matter if it's glued all the way down, just as long as it stays right there. That's all you need. Okay, so now that all my pieces are cut, I am going to show you how this goes together. It's so simple. Okay, so here's your number 1 envelope. Now right here, put your glue down, put it really good at the edges right here. Okay, now take your envelope, this flap is going that way, this flap is going that way now, okay, and just adhere it right to the edge of that one, making sure that they're lined up when you fold it, just like that. Okay, so now you have this, right, with a flap in the center. Now go ahead and fold that over. And I think I'm going to use some score tape instead of that wet glue. And I'm sorry that I keep calling this score tape. This is actually not score tape. Let me show you. I went to Tuesday mornings and I grab a whole bunch of them. And it's just double-sided, and this is the brand that I use. Home Hobby Premium Double-Sided Tape, and it's $1.99, and this is the 1/2 inch. And I haven't found, for me that's a great price. I don't have to wait for it, I don't have to pay for shipping. So that's what I use. I keep calling it score tape, but score tape's actually a name brand, I think. So I use this double-sided tape. So all the way to the edge, all the way to the edge right here. Just like that. Okay, now here's your flap, right? Here's your envelope. So now take this one and just adhere it to it right there. Make sure that it's butted right up against it. And let me tell you, you are gonna get a little lip because you put one inside of the other. There's no way around that. Now you can cut that and then later come back and tape it. But I'm just using this for receipts, so I don't really care that I have a little extra lip right there. You might, but I don't. So, okay, so now you have 1, 2, 3 pages right here. Now, and you just keep adding your envelopes like this, you know, until you get enough envelopes here to make as big as you want. Now, I'm also going to do a mini album using the same technique of binding and just putting pictures, but for now, this is a receipt book. So, okay, so let's put tape right here. Right, and let's put our envelope as flush as you can, and there you go. Okay, so once you have all the envelopes you want in here, okay, this last one, what I'm gonna do is just kind of stick this one in there. There you go. So now you're done. That is it. Voila. There, 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 and there. Now, a few magnets in here would also work awesome so that it stays closed on you, but I tried it with mine on one of the ones that I made, and I have so many receipts by the end of the year that the magnets can't reach because this gets really fat, at least with me, with all the groceries. I have one, I use one for groceries, I use one like for Target. Of course there's my Hobby Lobby, Michael's and Joann's, which is the one that I think creates all the havoc. And then of course I use the Christmas, and then I have one separate for just the girls, like I said before. But anyway, so here you go. So I don't put magnets, I don't put nothing on it. I usually just put it, like I said, in between my car seat, and it keeps it closed, and not a problem. So anyway, so now let's go ahead and put these in. I know I have one already, that one. So here I'm gonna do the opposite. I'm gonna do this one right in here, and I just need a little bit of glue right here. Not much, just like that. Put that in there. It was just right here. Here it is. Here. This one here. Now, let me put two of this in here. Okay, so everything's lined. Now what we gotta do is cover it. Decide which one is your front. Here. And now it's just a matter of picking out which pretty you want for the front. And of course I want this one for my front right here. All right, so once you have all your tape, select what you want for the front and what you want where. So don't get confused with your sizes the way I just did. So let's put this together. So I watched the movie last night with Kevin Costner. I'm not sure how old the movie was, but he looked damn good in that movie. He's older, but it's called The New Daughter, about an Indian burial ground. The plot was good. It was scary, which I hate watching scary movies, but I got interested in this one. And then it had a stupid ending. I hate to be all vested in a movie and then it disappoints at the end. It's like they have all these great movies and then don't know how to end them, all these stories, and they don't know how to get a good ending, so they just say, oh hell, let's just kill everybody. Or let's leave it up to the audience imagination. I don't want it left up to my imagination. I want you to tell me what happened. So after that, I started watching iZombie. I think this goes like this. Any of you watching iZombie? I think that's pretty cool. She works at a mortuary and she eats brains, and she inherits that person's personality, all their thoughts and the way they act and the personality. One more. So this goes pretty fast, especially if you pre-cut all your pieces. You could whip up a whole bunch of these in no time. Okay, so there you go. So there. So now I have a pocket here, I have a pocket here, I have a pocket here, and a pocket here. And these right here will be my, look how cute this is. I got this from, let me see if I can say it correctly, Daiso store in California when I went to visit my sister. That's so cute. Okay, so on these right here, I just keep these little clips, like I said, for quick receipt location. You have one there, and we have one here. And this is what's left over as waste, which is actually pretty good pieces that we could use for something else. What's this? I think I'm gonna add this to here. Now this is really heavy duty cardstock. I mean, so I can't put a lot of this stuff on here because it's going to start to really make this really thick, but it's nice. I mean, so I am going to take some of my shipping tape and do all my edges. Okay, that's just to protect it because, like I said, I want it to last me a year like this one did. This one's still in really good shape. And this wasn't even cardstock, this is paper that I used on here. So this one should, but you know, even though it's pretty as it is, you get tired of seeing the same images over and over. So I wanted to make another one. Plus I wanted to show you all what I use. Now this cardstock comes with a sheet of Filmora. I'm gonna cut some of these out and use them on there, and I'll show you how I use them. Okay, so I cut a whole bunch of these little pieces right here from the sheet. What is this called? I can't say that word. Filmora, is that correct? And they came, all of them come with like they're pre-lined. So I thought that'd be awesome, so that I can write the name of the stores whose receipts are within the pockets. And I've just been putting them here and there. I used this. I love this die. This has been one of the best purchases. I bought this from a Yolanda. I can't remember her YouTube, but she was the stashing, and that's where I got that. But and I'm also using this Martha Stewart Heart Punch, and just adding things here and there, so that I can write the names, like I said, the names of the stores. And this one already had a whole bunch of lines in an area here, so I just used the little banners just for appeal, eye appeal. That one, this one, I need to put something over here. I think I'll use this. It's already too big. This is just for return, so I'm not gonna put anything there. This right there. And there you go. Oh, so done. Just because I have it, I may add it right there. Okay, so once again, this is it for waste, and there you go. Easy, quick, simple, awesome. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you create a whole bunch of them. Christmas is coming. Make one pocket for each of your loved ones that you're buying gifts for. So anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you taking the time to watch. Please subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch you on the next one. You all have a good night.